Welcome to another episode of Review Advent Calendar 2023. This time around we're going to review Starlit Blue Topia with How to Count Shiawase. This is a suggestion by Yura Yuuto. I do not know this franchise, I do not know this group, I do not even know who is part of this group. So these will all be new to me. So let's start listening to it. I do love the intro to this song. The simple synth stab. Da, 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 da. It's simple. Then the guitar follows the same melody and fleshes it out. So I'm curious to see who is on the vocals. Fancy.
"初めて見た君のワンピースは肩ばかりの匂いがしてる」「思いがけずあの曲がかかるから今日はいい日だ」「通り過ぎた終電のさよなら僕のせいと責めない気」
You know what? This voice sounds familiar to me. This is going to start a precedent of me finding similar voices or voices that I know, but I cannot add a name to those.
こんな時も君がそばにいるなら幸せだよね大人すぎる君のせいなんだろういいことも悪いことも増えたらだけどそれも数え方したいかも
You already won me over with the falsetto in there.
君が好きだった人の話なんてさ聞かなければよかったな叶わない気がした先僕がついたため息は君のカリキュレーター引き算してベロで包めばプラス展開ここにいてほしい昨日君がついた嘘からは何も引けないや虚数みたいな顔した僕なら止めどなく沈む今答えはいくつだろう
This is not the same project, but I listen to a lot of Apple Polisher from the Dynamic Chord franchise, and they sound almost identical to Apple Polisher in some songs. And this is a good thing to me, at least. The mixing of electronica with rock music is here. Of course, Apple Polisher is much more aggressive on the electronica side, but I do love this mix of rock with electronica, especially down-tempo in this case. It sounds amazing, but one thing that is ticking me off is that I know this voice, or I feel that I know this voice, and I cannot, for the life of me, understand who is singing these. It sounds like someone from Sparklu, whose name I'm completely missing. Oof. This is good. Ooh, that's good.
サプライズバースデー目白押しのイベントなんかより が作るハンバーグ食べたいな本命の一つ300万のフォロワーなんかより君が僕を信じてくれればいい誰も信じられないあの人は幸せなのかな君に教えたい僕の話いっぱいあった
Let's stop here for a little bit because I need to know who is singing this song. This is throwing me off completely. So grabbing the cell phone. What? We do not know who is singing here? Is this a utaite type of... Oh! No. Is it you? Is it Yuya Hirose? Completely... Wow! Is it him? Of course it is him. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is really sad when you are a fan of a seiyuu and you cannot even pinpoint them in a song. Because you are basically used to listening to them performing with specific groups and in specific ways. It sounds good. Wow. And that's because he was impressing me on the vocal end, but still, I thought that we were talking that it could be. In some ways, it was giving me the vibe of Yuya Hozumi, and that was what was throwing me off completely because Hozumi can sound like this, but actually it's Yuya Hirose, another Yuya. But for me to completely miss the mark on Yuya Hirose is something that is throwing me off completely. But now that we know who is singing, I'm more comfortable because I was enjoying the voice a whole lot and the technique a whole lot, but I was not for the life of me understanding who was here, despite the voice being really familiar to me. がくれた笑顔には僕のカリキュレーター事情して桁が足りなくなりそうだよここへおいでよもう答えは出てるでしょ It gets really close to your ears in here and the sound is divided. I find this really interesting. At the same time, I was enjoying the guitar solo a whole lot. It is a simple one, it is a bit overdriven with a bit of effect going on in there. The effect is really good. Does an awesome job being simple and not as fast. It doesn't need to be fast to be good. It needs to be a good reliever of the tension that the song has built up until then, and it works really well in here. I'm digging this song and I'm loving this whole vibe. this band almost sounds like a spiritual successor to Apple Polisher, and I'm all in for it. As I said before, those two bands have nothing to do with each other. Starlit Blue Topia has nothing to do with Apple Polisher. They are not even in the same franchise. But this band sounds almost like what I would want right now Apple Polisher to be doing, and they are not doing anything right now. This is really good. This is from 2019. This is a song from a franchise that I completely passed me by, but then again 2019 was crazy in terms of debuts of new 2D music projects, so it's quite possibly a big reason why I haven't picked these up, because it went completely under the radar for me. The music is good. The music is really, really good. How to Count Shiawase is really fun, simple. I do like these kinds of loungy takes on pop rock music, on electronica, well, on electronic rock, and when it gets to a loungy type of vibe, more introspective, and made for you to actually appreciate the vocals and spend some time trying to understand the lyrics and getting into the vibe of the song, I find this enjoyable. Not all rock music needs to be full throttle, because sometimes it is a bit tiring, even for me. Sometimes I want rock music that is not as fast or as aggressive, and this type of rock music for me works really well for some relaxing time in between me needing music with more power or more speed or more aggression. So this is really, really good. I will have to apologize because I knew that I knew the voice, but I didn't knew who was specifically. And in this case it was Yuya Hirose, one of the seiyuu that I have been saying for 3 years straight that I want him to make a solo debut. And yet again, I didn't even notice that he was here. And I was thinking it was Yuya Hozumi instead. I am pleased with it. It fits really well with the rock genre. I was not expecting him to do that, because usually I'm more familiar with his performances in the Idolish 7 franchise as the center of Zul and the Tokyo Color Sonic franchise. So my experience listening to him performing rock music is not a big one, but it is really good to see that he actually fits the music genre. I have been pitching him to actually make a solo debut, at least performing R&B music, but now that I've listened to him performing electronic rock music, this type of chill electronic rock music, and I want him to do this. So this is a really, really good song. For sure I will be checking the rest of the songs that this band has released, because they have piqued my interest. And if it is only one person singing, I am even more interested in this. If it starts being a whole thing of, yes, we have a vocalist, but then everyone in the band starts singing, that's a bit weird. But I will be for sure checking their music out. They do not sound like they have a lot of music so far, so they may release one single per year, perhaps, which is interesting in a way. But yeah, they were giving me off those Apple Polisher / Liars vibes from the DYNAMIC CHORD franchise. I do enjoy this a whole lot. I do know that a lot of people do not like the DYNAMIC CHORD franchise, but I do appreciate it a whole lot, and I do enjoy the music as well as some of the games. So to find a sort of an emulation of their music in here, although fairly simplified, but with an equally good, or I should say even an even better singer taking the lead, is something that makes me quite excited about this. I didn't know about this project, I didn't know about this band specifically, so this was a massive surprise for me. The song was the very first time that I listened to it, that's why you got little commentary on my side, because I was trying to figure out the song itself. So Thank you very much for suggesting this song to me. It was Starlit Blue Topia, How to Count Shiawase. It was a suggestion by Yura Yuuto. Thank you very much for the suggestion. And as well, thank you very much to everyone for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this review and want to check more, you have a playlist linked in here, and you will find there plenty of reviews I've made of songs that some of the viewers and listeners have suggested in this review advent calendar series that is already in its 3rd year straight running. So if you enjoyed these and you want to check more, do check that playlist. Thank you very much once again for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys soon.